Welcome all you fire signs to your weekly energy update, and this of course is for all my Aries, my Leo, my Sagittarians, no matter where you have it in your chart. We're going to be looking at the week between February 20th and February 27th, but if you're coming across this outside that time frame, these are also timeless, so if your gut brought you here, I would still watch or listen to the video because I'm sure there are messages here for you. But we have a very unique day happening during this next week. We have 2/22 of 2022, and of course you have 2:22 a.m. and 2:22 p.m. So a lot of that duality energy that's happening that day. And I actually have a new series that came out at the beginning of this year called U times 2, which I'll have linked here at the end of the video, which is all about the duality of us, the two of us that are living this human experience. And with that in mind, what I was drawn to do is actually have a dual type reading. We're going to start off with these Into the Lonely Woods cards. And this is going to be an oracle card from your shadow, from your human side, from that unconscious place. And it's whatever messages that our subconscious, our shadow side wants to bring to us, those truths that are hidden from us, that are like those minimized computer programs that are still running and still impacting us. We just aren't aware of them because they're below the surface. So this is going to be the first message here from your shadow. Okay, and that's going to be it there. And then we're also going to pull from the Dark Tarot for the clarifiers for that oracle card. So we'll do that first here. All right, so what else would you like us to know? Okay, just these two here. And then we're going to pull from these messenger oracle. And these are from our higher self, from those beings of unconditional love and light on the other side. So all of those angels and guardian angels, our spirit guides, our loved ones, our ancestors, of course, the creator and spirit, they're everywhere, of course. So what else would you? Okay. So they would like that message there for you. And then we're going to use the Sun and Moon Tarot for the clarifiers for that side. So we'll have the shadowy, unconscious, subconscious side, and then the messages and clarification here from the eye in the sky, those that are out of side space and time. And we'll see what they want you to know about this coming week. So this beautiful portal of energy, this just unique energy on that date. So you might wake up, and I'm not putting this into your subconscious. You have like this early morning, 2:22 a.m. in the darkness kind of energy, and then you have the brightness in the middle of the day type of energy. So we'll start here with the message, and there it says beautiful cards here. That's card number 9. It says, there are others like you. And so that's what's great about this, is it's letting you know that you are not alone in your journey. You're not alone in what you experience in this life. And there's this great wisdom that comes from our shadow in that they're like, trust me, we know all the ins and outs and all the undergoings of everything that happens on this earth. And it's very simple. The world is very simple. It's either of fear of losing conditional love or unconditional love. And they're said everything else is just a different scene or different characters, but it's the same thing at the root. And so they're wanting you to know that you are not alone in what you're experiencing. It may look a little different, but you are not alone in what you're experiencing. Let's see what else comes with that card here. It says, others like you are experiencing an awakening. The truth you are awakening to is the changing nature of your being, the way we have life within life within life. It seems as if you are the only one experiencing such a profound rebirth, and this can lead you to feel bleak. believing that there is no one else who has experienced quite what you have. And this is true. Your experience is unique and profound, but it is a theme that other souls are gently seeing the possibilities of their own freedom. They walk their own path, shunning the loud voices of the human world that shout their empty words into numb ears and blank minds. There are others like you. You're not alone in this rebirthing of the inner and outer worlds. So, yeah, definitely they're letting you know, like they said, you're not alone in this rebirth that is happening, even though a lot of people won't talk about it. They will be keeping it like to themselves. Let's see what else they have to say for you here too. Yeah, and you have temperance. So the temperance card here is all about the balancing of things, right? You usually will see something like they'll have two cups. One cup represents our human side, the outer world, and one represents the chalice or the Holy Grail, and that's our spiritual side. And what's in that chalice is the living waters of the other side, and it pours out down into that human side, and it brings this bonding together. And this is the rebirth that it's talking about, and it's totally the U times 2 series that I have coming out, that is out, but every Friday has a new video that comes out, and it is definitely about this coming together and this realization this year in 2022 to understand the two of us that are having this human experience, and that we came here on purpose to experience the shadows, all those emotions of fear. And so there's nothing wrong with them, they're not mistakes, but when we're ready to feel something different, we can join together and have our higher self join with our lower self, our higher vibration love join with that lower vibration love, and they can walk hand in hand and see this world in a completely different way. And then you have the Page of Cups. So cups are your emotions. Pages are the newness. So there are this new emotions that you're experiencing. It's also about emotional messages. So you are getting this nudging from within, from your subconscious, to nudge you upward, to nudge you to higher things. And there's been this, like I said, with the cup, it's like, and actually the Page of Cups carries the cup, the Holy Grail, your higher spiritual self. So that is so fitting with this too. I was like, oh, duh, so this is definitely showing you that this new emotion, this new experience that you're having is because you're connecting to that higher love. And that's what the underlying root of your entire experience was, to experience the opposites of who you really are so that you can more fully understand that higher self. And then we're going to take a look here from this messenger oracle and see what they have for you. And it says, wish away your burdens. I'll put that right here. Let's see what they have here for you. It's pretty self-explanatory, I know, but I'm sorry, it's wash away your burdens, not wish. I can read. It says, as you have moved through life, you have undoubtedly experienced moments that inspired feelings of regret, remorse, shame, and guilt. You have made promises you have not been able to keep. You have judged and blamed yourself and others. You have burdened yourself with feelings born of acts that cannot be undone, which still bind you to the past. It's time to forgive. It's time to lie down in the healing waters and let them wash away your burdens so you can move forward with spirit cleansed. So, yeah, this new waters, lying down within this giant cup into these new waters to feel that cleansing. So letting your wrath go, letting all those judgments go of how you've looked back on your life with regret and mistakes. And in those situations, realizing that those were little classrooms that happened on purpose for a purpose, and you purposed to go through those things, and realizing that there's not a pass or fail. It's all about experiencing what you wanted to experience to come down here. You're allowed then to release yourself from all that judgment and all that angst and all that just harsh feelings towards yourself. And also in turn, releasing everyone else, knowing that they were just the teachers, they were just the characters in the story, but that it was all happening for you and not happening to you. Let's see what else they have to say here. Yeah, you've got the Prince of Cups. So the Prince of Cups, so you've got the Page of Cups here, which would be like the Princess of Cups in this deck, and you have the Prince. So you've got both the masculine and the feminine energy, the youthful energy of those cups. And this is like the Knight of Cups in the Standard Tarot. So it is about movement of your emotions, which this makes sense. I mean, there's all the waters that you're moving through here. And so there is this movement away from the old emotions that are no longer serving you. And you have this courage and this drive to move through that water, move through those emotions that are no longer serving you, knowing that, again, they happened for you, that they're not something that you hate. It's something that drew you here to this planet to experience. Yeah. Then you have the Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles is the outside world, and the Queen of Pentacles is about abundance. It's about new birth. It's about just like Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, very much like the Empress. So there's this creation of new things coming, this new wonderfulness in your outside world that comes. And I love, how she's just relaxing there, knowing that, and you can see like her belly there is like she's about to give birth. She's so full. And so you are ready for this new harvest. You're ready for this feeling of abundance to come in because of this connection that you're having, this movement beyond these old ways, and looking at your life completely differently from this new perspective. Yep. So you have the Princess of Wands. So a lot of feminine energy in here for sure, because you've got the pages are usually the princesses, right? So the Wands is your drive, your ambition, your aha inspiration. This would be like the Page of Wands in the Standard Tarot. And this is about this, you have new emotions, but you have this new energy that's coming in, this new spark, this new passion within that's being ignited. And that makes sense because all this unforgiveness, all this regret, all these emotions of the past that you've been maintaining with your energy and rehearsing and keeping it going in circles and just beating yourself up about it, or having, holding all those feelings you have about other people who have betrayed you or let you down or whatever it may be. All that takes your energy, and with this forgiveness and this movement that we have here, you really are getting and retaining back all of that energy that you had been investing in those emotions. So as you let them go, as you forgive, all that energy that you were holding, that, unforgiveness in and that wrath is coming back to you, and you're able to repurpose it, you're able to refocus it into something that's more in alignment to what you want in your life and for who you are. So, this rebirth that's happening, you're going to be seeing it happening all around you. And one of the big things about re-looking back at situations here and washing those things away with those beautiful, healing, forgiving waters is that, like we talked about, that it's very simple. Every moment is either of the fear of losing conditional love or of unconditional love. When you look back at the things that you're holding the resentment for, or that you're beating yourself up with mistakes, you look back and go, okay, was it of unconditional love, or was it a fear of losing conditional love? And if it wasn't this warm, wonderful, overflowing feeling, then it was out of fear, and it was a cry for love. It was this, looking to get back in control, because when we're in fear, it means the little child in us, our little shadow side, our human going through the experience, it felt unsafe, it felt out of control, so it triggered alarms, and it tries to get back into control as fast as that it can. And sometimes that's not very smart, because when we're in fear, the blood leaves our brain and we're in reaction mode. We're not in emotionally calm, smart response mode. We're in reaction, flying from the hip, which we know how that ends up, right? And so we end up hurting people, or people end up doing things that we choose to be hurt about. And it has all that stuff that's built there. But when we go back and look at the situation and realize, oh, so they were feeling out of control. What they were doing was not personal. They were just acting out of their reaction. So it changes how we look at a situation, changes how we look at the other person, and it changes how we look at ourselves. So that's part of this rebirth, as you let go of these old emotions, and you're able to do that because you're being grounded in this higher love, the love from up above, that unconditional love. So there's this wonderful little transformation that's happening here, and it makes sense that this is this coming together of your lower self and your higher self, the lower vibration of love and the higher vibration of love, and that doesn't spark and destroy things, because what our human has been thirsting for and hungering for all along is that unconditional love that is our higher self. So this beautiful coming together here on 2/22/22, you will feel it all week, I'm sure. It's a very powerful energy that's coming in. So I look forward to seeing what this brings for you. I'm going to go ahead and leave the reading there. I did want to let you know, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also do monthly readings by each zodiac sign, new moon, full moon readings, and a variety of others. So if you don't want to miss out on any of these, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click that like button, also click on that subscribe button. That'll give you access to that notification bell. When you go in there, there's an option to select for all, and then you won't be left out of any of the videos, and you'll get notified when those new videos become available. Also, doing any of those things helps spread the love, because when you like a video, share a video, or subscribe to a channel, it makes the YouTube algorithm very, very happy, and in doing so, it wants to share the love with everyone else, and it shares those videos. So if you want to do any of those things, of course, I greatly appreciate it. Also, these are general readings. If you ever want to have a more specific reading just for you, then I do offer personal readings, and all that information is in the description box below. All of my fire signs, as you go throughout this amazing week, just know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. And until then, you take care.